Hi, this is Carl with another SOP video for managed service providers, and today I want to talk about some general rules about the telephone. So in particular, we have kind of, two sets of phones in the office. We have personal cell phones, and then we have the office phone. So some offices only have cell phones or only let people use their office phone. So you have to decide what you want to do with that. But in general, you should have some rules about how we use the phones and how we don't use the phones. Now, whether you answer on the first ring or don't answer at all, that's a completely separate question. I'm talking about general rules like employees can't walk around with their cell phone in their hand all day, half paying attention to what they do for a living. Whether you like it or not, there is no such thing as multitasking. Human beings cannot do it. You can time slice, and some people can time slice more efficiently than others. But there is no such thing as doing two things at once. If you're watching a video and filling out forms on the internet, you are giving half of your attention at most to the work that you're being paid for. So employees just have to accept the fact that when the employer is paying for their time, they need to give up that cell phone, stop watching videos, stop playing games, right? It is okay to put your attention on your work and work when you work, play when you play. Now, having said that, you should have some general guidelines that say, look, you can check your phone once every hour, once every 2 hours, once every 3 hours, whatever it might be, so that it's in a regular rotation. Nobody can get too freaked out because of the mythical emergency that people always are worried about. I think I've had maybe one actual emergency where I needed to be near my phone in the last 25 years. I've had a couple of things that were super, super important, but the emergency part of it was over by the time somebody called me. So, keep life in perspective. If you lead your life in such a way that there is literally a true actual emergency every week, something is very, very wrong with your life and your business. So in the real world, there just aren't that many emergencies, and the phones need to be in their place, which is to say they need to not be contributing to the never-ending distraction within your office. So have a policy. When can people answer their phones? Personal phones, business phones. I'm a huge believer in calling people back, so I'm a huge believer in not answering the phone on the first ring. I'd much rather be in charge of that communication cycle and call people back when it's appropriate. Kind of a related question is, how do you behave with phones at the client's office? I think phones should always be set to silent or to vibrate, never to ring in the office, never to ring in a client's office. If someone is taking a phone call at a client's office, it had better be an emergency, since this client is going to look and say, look, I'm paying your guy for this time. Why is he on the phone with somebody else? And if you absolutely have to take a call at a client's office, step out of the office, step out of sight if possible, so that they, again, don't worry that they're being charged or billed, or that you're on the clock when you're dealing with somebody else's stuff. And that's just common courtesy. It's the same thing as, when we set up a new machine, one of the first things on our checklist is to turn the volume down as low as possible. It's the same way with the phone. Nobody needs to have your phone ringing all the time when you're at the client's office. Implementation, pretty straightforward. Set up a policy and make sure that you're very attentive if any clients ever call and say, hey, I got to talk to you about the phone behavior of one of your technicians. For Small Biz Thoughts, this is Carl Palachuk, wishing you the best of luck in your managed service business. Like it if you like it, share it with your friends, and absolutely subscribe to the channel.